If the angular velocity omega of an object varies with time t as given in the figure, which of the following depicts the variation of angular displacement? Okay. Mhm. Angular velocity and angular, right. So if we think about this angular velocity and displacement, it's a bit difficult. But the familiar one is, say if this is the velocity time graph, say if this is a velocity time graph, then the velocity time graph is given. Okay, because uh, in order to easily understand the rotational motion, right? We have to compare the relevant equations with the linear equations, right? In linear motion, there are set of equations like that. Right? If we compare the rotational motion equation with the linear motion equation, we can easily understand. So angular velocity, the physical quantity we are talking in rotational motion. Similar to that, linear velocity is V is the physical quantity we are talking in linear motion, right? So forget about this angular velocity and assume that Vt graph is given. Okay. The question is they are asking the ST graph, right? Vt graph is given, they are asking the ST graph. As we know, the gradient of the ST graph is the velocity. What is happening to the velocity that we have to explain? Right? What is happening to the velocity? Velocity is gradient of this ST graph is velocity. Velocity is uh, from zero, it is increasing from zero to the negative value, right? If the velocity is negative, then the gradient should be negative. Gradient should be negative in the sense the tan theta, right? That means theta is the angle from the positive x direction. That should be an obtuse angle, right? So it should start from zero. Here the velocity is zero. So be zero in the sense, right? The graph should be parallel to the x-axis, right? If you draw a tangent, it should parallel with the x-axis, right? Since this is a curve, right? These two are not possible, okay? This is also not possible. Initially, the velocity is zero. So in theta t graph, right, the gradient should be zero. That means if you draw a tangent here, it is parallel to x-axis, so the gradient is zero. So the possible option can be this. Then the velocity is increasing in negative direction. That means negative gradient, negative gradient. This is obtuse angle. Okay. So the possible option is the third.